Okay, so also I'm rereading this series. It has, I'm gonna go out and say this is my favorite series ever. Ever, 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 okay? And I am going to actually also be doing annotating for the first time. So, without further ado, well, you already know because you clicked the video, but just pretend you didn't, okay? So, without further ado, is that how it is? Without further whatever, this is what we are reading. This week, this day, however many days, 2 weeks, I don't know, that don't matter. Oh my gosh. And like, okay, I read this on my Kindle the first time, but to hold them, oh my God. Okay, and I'm gonna just go on and say this right now, right here, right now. I'm a Sean girly. Why? I don't know. Maybe as I'm rereading this, we can kind of discover that more. But, and as also, this is going to be a spoiler video, okay? This is for my girls who, or my guys, don't matter to me. This is for my people who have read Ravenhood and just need that community, okay, to talk about it with, to mourn with, to just, I mean, when I finished this series, like, I was just in a daze, like, it was just so hazy, like, I was just sitting, I've never had a book hangover like this. Like, this book just did something to me, so this is for that. This is for me to say my interpretations of the book, what I think, what I feel, because I know when I was reading this book and I went to kind of like look for it, maybe the YouTube algorithm just didn't push those videos for me, but there was one. Now since then, I've watched somebody try to read it, they didn't care for it. That's okay. That's okay. I mean, it's okay, right? Okay. So, anyway, we're going to get started on this. So, I think each time, like, I'm going to figure out which one I want to do, like, how do I want to do this? So, do I want to do, obviously, I'm going to have one for that makes me cry. I don't remember if I cried during Flock, but I know I cried, on the finish line. Only for this book, though. I have the, new one where she has the 2 extended chapters. So, I am probably going to be annotating the new book, because what if I want to annotate something in the new chapters? So, I don't know. So, that's what we're going to do. Oh no. Now look, this is no aesthetic. Like, I'm literally holding you with my feet, okay? So like, just chill. You're all good. You're in good toes. You're in good feet. Okay. That's how we're gonna do that. Okay, already rereading this, I can see, like, so, you know, the first chapter, she is in present day, and she is going back to the town that she had, you know, to go spend the time with, where her father lives. And Triple Falls. I was gonna, but I cannot remember shit. Maybe I need to get that checked on. But anyway. So she's going back to Triple Falls, okay? Where she is ready to confront the past. Get answers. Because everything just ended so abruptly. It's just so horrible. Like, it just ended. And I don't know, like, for some reason for this book, I just pictured everything so vividly, okay? So all the love she felt that summer, like, I felt with her. And this line, I said all of that to say this. At first, when I read this book, I was like, all right, I had no clue what I was getting into. Okay, this was a blind first read for me. I can still feel them all, my boys of summer. Like, now I know what that means. Like, now I know what she was thinking whenever she's going back there. Like, how vividly she can feel them. Like, she loved all three of them. They all three loved her. Like, shit. Some people don't even get one true love in a lifetime. And in this book, we've got 3. My boys of summer. Like, which it was longer than the summertime, right? I'm not sure. That don't matter, okay? But that's what I wanted to say. So, continuing on. The very next line, 2 lines. All of us are to blame for what happened. All of us serving our sentences. We were careless and reckless, thinking our youth made us indestructible, exempt from our sins, and it cost us. Like, I pray that this becomes a TV series. I don't want a movie. I want a TV series. Like, good. Like Sons of Anarchy. Like, good quality. Good directing. Good production. Like, this would be, oh my God, heaven on earth. Okay, so she just says, and let's wonder together what this is about. The hardest part... Okay, no, at this point, I just want to make peace with who I am, no matter what ending I get. The hardest part of all of this isn't the fiancé whose heart I broke. It's the knowledge that the one and only man my heart's ever been faithful to, I will never have. Okay. So, at this point, if you're watching this video, this means you know what's already happened, okay? Please, if you have not read these books, don't watch this video. You need to go read the books, okay? If you want to read it together with me, that's fine. I'm on page 6. Okay? Look. At this point, we know she don't know Sean's got a family now. We know she knows Dom's dead. So, she will never have Sean's heart or Dom's heart. But is she talking about Tobias? Because that's the one she really chose. Like, so I'm going to go ahead and think that that's who she's thinking of and speaking of. She goes on to say, I can still smell him, feel the swell of him inside me, taste the drop of salt in his... See the satisfied look in his hooded eyes. I can still feel the unmistakable rush from the looks we shared. Hear the rumble of his dark chuckle. Feel the wholeness from his touch. The closer I get, the more memories come crashing over me. My resolve to face what haunts me beginning to break away piece by jagged piece. Because I have some idea of what the true end looks like, and I can't escape it anymore. The first mention of pup. And I guess when I first read this book, I didn't think to like really take in all of that, because you just didn't know that pup was gonna hold so much weight. Oh my God. Okay, So they've met each other at orientation, and he convinced her to go to a party with him, right? And they're about to get down at the party, and so like she's getting nervous, and so he says, look, I'll admit, back at the plant I thought you were a bit more bulldog than pup. I mean, those who get it, get it. Oh my God. I think I'm gonna underline that. I don't know if I'm gonna exactly put a color sticker by it, because I mean, like, what is it? A quote? But is it? I mean, I'm quoting some. I don't know how to do this yet, so. Oh my God.
From like the beginning of May until now, we're almost at the end of June, where we had something every single weekend, and this is my first weekend that I have no plans, I have nothing to do, and I am living for it. So I thought, you know what, let's take the girlies, let's take the guys along on just a fun little weekend in the life. So subscribe if you're new. We would love to have you join our little chaotic and
I can't say it also goes without saying, because I have to say it. I also love Tyler, and I cannot wait for his book. He just got introduced to Cecilia, so oh my God, love you, Tyler. So we're at the party, and Dominic and Cecilia meet for the first time, and this is when he's kicking her out. So she says, it's common decency, arsehole. I can't say it how British people say it. Asshole. And then she finishes it off with, and what a pretty arsehole you are. She is just already smitten. I feel like if you're a Sean girly, you just know the pup is just like. So he says, miss me, pup. Like, I don't know why it does what it does, but it does it to me. I keep losing my, okay. Oh my God. Miss me, pup. I just. Oh my God. Which one's love? Orange? No. I don't have one for love? Guess we're gonna do the pink for love. Because, I mean, just gonna love so much. You want it to stick out the book a little bit, so I'm just going to, yes. My first ever tag. Miss me, pup? Yes. Yes, I missed you, Sean. I missed you. You know I joined the support group on Facebook. I did. So, and a lot of people talk about the tattoo. Okay, so right here it says, I can clearly see the tattoo on his arm. The feathered tips belong to a raven with stretched wings taking up the whole of his upper arm. The head and beak rest against his bicep, facing away from him as if watching his back. The menacing and lethal claws at the foot of the body are embedded in such a way as if they're anchored painfully into his skin. I can't envision that. Okay, so I'm not an artist, but I'm a visual girly, okay? So we're gonna have to see this, okay? So I'm going to try to draw this. Move the sailor device. And maybe somebody's already drawn this, okay? That I could just easily look up. We're going to do that after this. Okay. The stretched wings taking up the whole of his upper arm. Okay? This is your upper arm. Or is this your upper? Because if you'd pick it up. No. This is your upper arm. But okay. Taking up the whole upper arm. The head and his beak against his bicep. Like, isn't this your bicep? Facing away from him. Okay. So. This is the back. This is the arm. Okay. So what we have here. Don't laugh. This is what my brain thought of, okay? So. This is his body. This is his arm and like his little elbow indentation, okay? And this is his hand. So we have the wings, the feet, like he's perched on the skin. And then the face and the beak looking towards the back, right here. Let's see if we can find a picture. I'll come back. Like, okay, I didn't come across it yet, but this sound that they use, I have to think of a video to make to this sound because I have to use this sound. But this sound,
You catching feelings for me, Pop?
oh my god. Oh my god. If I can make this my ringtone. Oh my god.
Well, guys, my Ravenhood baby.
You catching feelings for me, Pop?
I think I'm gonna get a tattoo. My first book tattoo. I don't know when, because I don't really want to spend money on that like, I mean, I have tattoos, but like, anyway.
We love rainy days, don't we, baby? And I've been in love with you since this started, Cecilia.
Are we ever going to have a real conversation?
We had a good one not too long ago.
What makes you happy?
Eggs, runny, coffee, black, beer, cold, music, loud. Cars,
He floors the gas.
woman.
He turns and rolls his mirror-colored gaze over me. Are we ever going to have a real conversation?
Okay, I gotta find this tattoo. So it's really hard to kind of find the picture on the internet, okay? But this picture is not really it, but it kind of does my imagination some good, so. I moved it as soon as it got focused. Right? But I guess it would be flipped. So the bird's watching his back. Maybe the wings more spread out. I don't know. Gosh, I just want them to make this a fucking movie. No, a TV show. Gosh. So one day I'm gonna have another filler word besides so, but that's what I got right now. Yesterday I did not pick up the camera once. I don't know. I read and I did a few little tabbies. So I figured I will highlight what I did with you. Okay? So now we need to figure out how we're gonna do this setup here, because you're on a small little tripod and a tray, and I'm sure from the earlier footage you saw it's kind of hard to hold a camera, keep the page down, and underline. Hi.
I don't want to say it in the video.
Okay. You want me to turn it off?
Yes, I want to.
Okay. Now I am almost, I'm on chapter 24. So I'm almost to the infamous chapter 25. And I think I might also take this little snippet of the video when I get to chapter 25 and make like its own separate smaller video, because it's chapter 25. Okay. Also, these last two tabbies here this is the bonus chapter that happens right here. So I wanted to know, like, when I get here, I want to read this and then continue on. Catch my drift? Okay, so battery. My battery's dead. I got to go change my battery, mate.
I don't know anything to that.
Me gonna change my battery, mates. Me change my battery. Me change my battery. And a little something else. If you care to see. Right here. Okay. It's getting serious. I heard you share. He doesn't flinch. We have. Silence. I snatched my hand away and crossed my arms. Care to elaborate? Nope. And if you heard about that, it's not because we said a thing about it. Wow, that's some arrogance talking. He runs a hand through his golden strands. It's the truth. Let me stop. Like, can we just acknowledge the fact that, like, the way, like, his mouth game on this one topic before the lake is like, wow. I mean, you're even kind of convincing me. I mean, I know this is fake, okay? But, like, what I'm saying is like, he makes it sound like this is kind of, like, normal. And maybe it is for some people, okay? It's not the point. Like, okay. The way he, like, first of all, if this was real life, I'd be feeling like, for one, you're trying to set me up. Because you have a thing for him. You can deny it all you want, but I've seen it. I felt it. And I'm not standing in the way of that. And then I told you I don't do things the traditional way, neither does Dominic. Giving you the choice is more of a reflection of how much I respect and feel about you and what you want. And it's much better than denying to myself that I've seen you him more than once. I mean, it's great for the book. It's great for the book. And like that mouth game, the mouthpiece.
Are you kidding me? You just told me. I thought we would.
Catching feelings from me, Pop?
Yes. Of course I am. Are you kidding me? You just told me. I thought we would.
Catching feelings from me, Pop?
Yes. Of course I am.
You catching feelings for me, Pop? We love rain.
So he says, "You catching feelings for me, pup?" And she says, "Yes, of course I am. I was hoping, I don't know." And he said, that's right, we don't. So let's not go around getting offended and slinging drama where it isn't needed. You want to trust me, but you're not letting yourself. And there's nothing I can do about that. I can tell you every day you're safe with me. But unless you believe it, it's pointless. And for the record, I caught feelings the minute I laid eyes on you. I'm dead. Screaming, but Daddy, I love him. Oh no, what would be a good one? They say God help her when I tell him he's my man. But your good Lord doesn't need to lift a finger. I can fix him. Well, no, maybe not, because he don't need to be fixed. All right. We have arrived to chapter 25. Oh my gosh. Let's see. It starts on page 218. And it ends on page 227. So, 9 pages of pure goodness. So, let's journey into revisiting this. Okay, as a reread, right? When they arrive to the lake, she's in a mood because, well, she's in a good mood, but then she gets in a sour mood because of the song he's singing. It kind of, she feels like it's insinuating that this is just a summer fling. So she gets out the car, she's like pissed, she walks away, and Dominic's there, so it's just them three. So Sean runs after her, and he's like, you know, they talk about it or whatnot, and he goes on to tell her that, like, the whole conversation of, we've been taught to, you know, morals and all this, that, and other, but how she wants him, and he's noticed it, and he likes that she wants him. But on the float, when she rolls over, I get to lay on her stomach, and he pivots his arm so he's able to brush the pad of his thumb down my spine. I shiver at the contact. So her lips parting as he tracks his finger trailing my skin. And then I feel the tug on the back of my bikini string as he slowly unravels it. So, like, we know that they share, but Sean was saying that it wasn't planned. So, like, was it, like, kind of talked about, like, hey, we're gonna see? Or was Dom just going off the vibe? Because unless he kind of maybe overheard. See, like, I know I'm thinking too far into this. Okay, just back to reading. getting hot in here. It's getting hot in here. Okay, this is a little strange reading this on camera. But, how was this so... When Dom tells her you're perfect. Like, now knowing, like, what happens to him and that, like, she was his last love, you know, like, it's just watching them play out, you know. Of course, I still love Sean, and I love Tobias, and I love, like, I'm Cecilia. You just kind of like, did you? Not Sean asking her, you sure? Makes my heart just... You sure? Like I'm a teenager. Oh my God. I really want that chapter 25 box. Like, I would think this would be... I know this is looking crazy right now. Just bear with me. I mean, you ain't got nowhere else to go. This would be probably like the first special edition I would like. Oh, I really did forget how steamy, spicy. Not Sean offering her. What? I should like read this part to my husband, but like I don't think he has the patience to like sit there and like just read, like let me read this out loud. Oh my God, I would probably blush. And that was chapter 25. Naughty. Hey, hey, Cecilia. Cecilia. Just out here living this spicy life, aren't ya? I wonder if... Are there any Tobias girls out there? I've been wanting to say this for a while. Can we just imagine the heartbreak we're going to get with Tyler's books? It's the next chapter, and this little part like just is so... It says, is Sean talking to Cecilia. There's a beauty to keeping a secret, Cecilia, but it can only remain one if you choose to guard it. Years from now, when you're toasting with your friends during Sunday brunch, before the bitching commences, the secret can be the subtle smile that tilts those beautiful lips before you take your first sip of champagne. Everyone has them, but not many can keep them. And then, oh, right before that, I marked it. It says, so like they're discussing it and how she's like, what if someone gets hurt, you know, blah, blah, blah. And so he says, She says, I have a feeling that it's going to be me. He says, I don't want to. The way I feel about you, hurting you is the last thing I want. But if you're debating on a choice, on choosing, I'm telling you right now, you don't have to. Unless you want to. And in that case, I hope it's me. Who do you picture when you read these? For some reason, Sean, I keep picturing the guy from Sons of Anarchy. I don't remember his name, but I think his real name is Charlie. I keep picturing him, but I don't know if I want that to be him. Dom, I can't picture, like, I don't know. I'm gonna have to sit down and do some research. But, like, I don't really like any of the ones I've saw other people pick for him, or Tobias, or really Cecilia. But I think I want to go find somebody. I've been taking my time reading this book, and I realized I'm tabbing, and, like, most of the colors are pink. I'm about to run out of pink tabs. Yeah, so we will keep reading. We will keep reading, and hopefully, I don't know if after I read this, I want to read Exodus, or if I want to wait till the new one comes out. I don't know. So, I guess we'll see when this is all over with. He is flipping through my tabs, and I feel like he's reading my diary. One more. You can pick one more.
This is better than the diary.
What color you picked?
Wait. Seems like pink is all the spicy. Hey, beautiful.
You gotta read the one you're doing. You
catching feelings for me, pup?
Oh!
What is this? What is this? What is this? This ain't even a fucking book. What the fuck is this?
Let me see. I don't see it.
The fucking heart that you drew that says Sean?
Because it was... Ow!
What?
Cameron, come look at this.
What? I see.
Mama got another man's name in the heart.
I know.
That's not good news.
I know.
What we gonna do about it?
I don't know.
Man, I think me and you gonna go live somewhere else. What you think?
No.
No!
I want my coffee.
Cecilia's shopping with Layla. And it's the first time she goes into Tessa's shop. Looking back on it, you really realize that she is the one who eventually has, I guess, futurely hooked up Sean and Tessa. Like, she just said she's gonna tell Sean about her small business, you know, because they help out the small businesses and stuff. And that's how they hook up. And, like, part of me is still mad that Sean moved on and had kids and all of that. Like, and it's like, I don't...
Come on, my head.
Part of me wants to have a book from him. I know we probably won't get one because he has like, you know, you kind of like see where his life ended up in Exodus, and I'm sure we will in Tyler's books. I don't know. if I could like Tessa. There was no girl code or nothing she owed Cecilia, but like she ended up with him. This book and this series just does something to me. I am getting ready to read the new chapter. So it is in between 34 and 35. I read 34. It was the part where Sean and Cecilia got into that big fight that they had, and let's see what is the new chapter. Getting a little confused there for a second. This is a flashback. This is how the chapter starts off, a flashback. Okay, it's not a flashback, it was a dream. A really weird dream. It's a whole nother day, and I'm still in the middle of that chapter. Yesterday happened, and so here we are. It's today. So let's pick up where we left off, shall we? Okay, so she's telling him about her dream because he had to wake her up from the dream because she was, you know, having a nightmare. So he's telling her, like, I can't tell you nothing until you're all in. I would have been like, I'm all in. I've been all in. Now spill. Okay, I have officially read the extended chapter, and I'm not done with the book because I gotta read the last couple of chapters. But in the extended chapter, you get the morning after their big fight, and it talks about her dream, and then like what her dad had just told her the day before whenever she walked out, like left her dad to go meet up with Sean, and how he was like, what better to warn you than your mom's biggest mistake. And So she's kind of like telling Sean about that in the bed. And he's just telling her like, once you give us an answer, you free this bird. That like, I could tell you everything. And I've been thinking like, the next time I reread this book, and I might even do it before I read Exodus, like the new one that comes out. I think I want to tandem read this and One Last Rainy Day. Like to kind of figure out, because in the parts of the book where like they mention Dom and he's off doing something, or like when he's in his room, I kind of remember when I read One Last Rainy Day, like, oh, that's what he was doing and stuff. But, like, now I don't. So, I'm thinking I want to read it kind of at the same time and try to place the moments that they're happening at, like, you know, at the same time in each book. So, whenever it happens, I can go and see, like, what's going on in their world when it's still a secret for her. So, I'm thinking about doing that. I don't physically own One Last Rainy Day. I want to, so I will. So, yeah. But let's go ahead and go back to chapter 35. Gosh, I just love Tyler. Like, I don't know, who doesn't love Tyler? I will drive this car someday, Dominic. Bet on it. If you know, you know. If you hear that noise, it's the washer. Okay, but anyway, I'm almost done. And she's at the part where they kind of filled her in, right? They had the whole dramatic thing happen, broke her heart. And she has now put up those speakers. And she's playing a song, K, by Cigarettes After Sex. I want to hear that song. So, let's... K by...
I remember when I first noticed that you looked me back. We were sitting down in a restaurant, waiting for the check. We had made love earlier that day.